What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cosby's Cards and Gaming. Been a little while, but we got a nice PSA submission return reveal. My biggest submission yet, 44 items, and we're going to do it a little differently here. We're going to do it directly through the PSA app, which now lets you reveal your cards even before you have them in hand, and it's pretty cool the way they do it. I think this would be a nice, interesting way to try. So, without too much delay, let's get into it here. This is my order page. It's really easy to get to in the PSA menu. You just go to your orders, click on the order you want to reveal, and we've got a little button here that says reveal. Mine says reveal again because I already did it once, but you will just click right there, and here we are. So the first card off is a AO Akinola Topps Chrome Refractor, and that gets a PSA 10. That's a really good type of card to 10 on because the surface is all metallic-y, so pretty cool to see that. And it's also cool how the grade also pops up at the top there. Card flips around, so let's keep going here, but that's a nice card to get started with. Now I got a Moritz Sider Young Guns. That gets a 9, not too bad. Kirill Kaprizov Marquee Rookies. This is a platinum, so it's also a metallic card, hard to grade. Let's see what we got here. That gets a 10. That's a really good grade for a card like that. Here we've got a Mitch Marner Young Guns, and that hits a 9. Still a sick card. Lucas Raymond Black Canvas Young Guns. This is a pretty rare hit, and that gets a 10 there. That is a sweet card. Canvas do tend to grade pretty well, so not surprising we get a 10 there, but that is a nice black canvas card. Here we go, Carter Hart Young Guns. That gets a 6. That was definitely the surprising one in this lot. Really doesn't make sense to me when I looked it over for it to get a 6, but that's the grading life. Take it. You take it or leave it. That's all you can do. Probably crack that one out of the case and just pretend you never graded it. Here we got a hot card coming into this season, Evan Bouchard Young Guns. That gets a 10. That's a sweet card there. So the first 10 or so cards here are ones I've had graded for other people. Once I get into mine, I will let you know, and also let you know what's kind of for sale, what I've sold. But these ones so far are not my own cards. So here's a Timmy Stew Young Guns, another hot player coming to this season, and that gets a 10. Grades are doing pretty well, except for the Carter Hart. Jack Hughes, I mean, lots of hype around this guy, 100-point player. He's the real deal. Jack Hughes Young Guns, and that's a 10. That's a huge card there. Kirill Kaprizov Young Guns. That gets a 9. Still a sweet card. Cole Caulfield Young Guns. Speaking of hot players coming into the season, that gets a 10. That is awesome. And this is an Ansu Fati numbered to 10. FC Barcelona Topps autograph card. And that gets a 9. Alright, here we are at my own personal cards that have gone to this. A few are for my personal collection, a few are for sale on eBay or have already been moved, but I will be going through them. So here's a Timothy Liljegren iced out auto from Allure. I have a Matthews 10 of this. Thought I might as well send in a Liljegren. Eventually want to get a Robertson. I think those were the only Leafs ones from that year. And that gets a 9. Still good. I'll take that. Put that in the collection. Now, here is a card that I hit at the Toronto Sports Card Expo this past spring from one of those bonus packs you get from when you buy a box at the expo. So this was a pretty cool hit. It's priority signings, Parkhurst, Michael Bunting. That gets a 9. Still sweet card. It's number 1 out of 25. So just a really nice card for the PC there. Wanted to get it graded. Didn't really care what grade it got. Now, here's the card I pulled out of my first ever pack opening on Upper Deck ePack, which got me completely hooked to that crazy silly site. But it is an Austin Matthews high gloss version of the base card from the 2019 Series 1. Couldn't believe when I hit that on my first pack with that website. They know what they're doing. I think they planted it there. But anyways, been holding on to this for a few years. Finally sent it in, and that gets a 10. That is number 5 out of 10. High gloss, Austin Matthews, awesome card. Now we're getting into some of the cards. Then I'm moving along. Pulled this Timmy Stu Ruby Reflections out of a pack. Figured it's a rookie year. I'll send it in. Why not? It's a really nice card. Would look good in a PSA slab with the red. Gotta love the color match. That gets a 9. That is 185 out of 500. I believe that's a low population for grading as well. That is currently on my eBay. You can check that out through the link below that I'm going to include. I will also be getting my Instagram going a little more. So these cards will be on there as well. If you, as always, if you're interested in a card, you don't want to deal with all the eBay fees, just message me through Instagram. So that link will be in the bio or in the description for this video too. But still pretty sweet Timmy Stu card. Not too many of them out there like this. Now we got a Brady Tkachuk red precious metal gem. It's really hard to see the number there, but they're out of 100. They're technically out of less because they put all the colors in the 100, but can't really see which number this is. But either way, Brady Tkachuk, that gets a 9. Happy with that. PMGs tend to be tough grades, so I will take the 9. There, this is on eBay. Clayton Keller, another red PMG out of 100. I believe that says 24. And that also gets 9. Pretty sweet. I mean, best Coyotes player in a long time, maybe ever. So see if he can take it to another level this year. That is on my eBay. I've got a Matt Boldy gold game dated moment, limited to 100. I think this is his first card, or sorry, his first goal, I believe. And that gets a 10. That's a pretty sweet card. Yeah, Boldy's first NHL goal lifts Minnesota to 3-2 road win over Boston. That is on my eBay. That is also a low pop. There's another gold game dated moment of Cole Caulfield. This is also a rookie year card, and that gets a 9. This card has been sold. Now here's the biggest card of the whole submission. Crazy card. There's some insane sales for it, over $1,000 in a 10 on eBay that I've seen. A lot of other sales kind of hovering around $500, $600, $700 Canadian. So really want to hit a 10 on this. Not sure how many cards of these are actually out there, like the card ungraded, because this was not limited to 100. This was like a slightly different game dated moment on ePack. But in a PSA 10, I believe the pop is around 30, 35. So still a pretty rare card. to get in a 10. Let's see what we got here. And that hits a 10. That is a beautiful card there. Easily the most valuable card in this. I do have this on eBay. It will be posted everywhere else soon. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't be upset if it doesn't sell. Like, this is just a great card that I'm fine to keep. It's pretty awesome. Get the BEDARD train running early. All right, here we got a Cole Caulfield Rookie of the Month Achievements card, also an e-pack exclusive, limited to $4.99, very low pop, graded, and that gets a 10. That is on eBay. Here's a Cale Makar Rookie of the Month Achievement card. That gets an 8. A little disappointing with that, but I believe that might be a pop one. Not that that makes it that much more valuable, but pretty rare card. I don't think a lot of people were grading these a few years ago. Here we got a Seth Jones Young Guns. A lot of people should be higher on Seth Jones. I think he's going to be setting up Connor Bedard all year and for years to come. So that gets a 10. I was holding on to that card for a while. Pretty happy with the 10 there. That is on eBay. Here's a Kevin Fiala Young Guns canvas. That gets a 10. Also on eBay. Gabe Landeskog Young Guns. I know he's probably out for the year. He may come back for playoffs, but it's still Gabe Landeskog. I mean, won a cup, captain, big player. Can't really go wrong. And that gets a 10, which is pretty sweet for an older card. That is on eBay. Here we got a Pierre-Luc Dubois Young Guns canvas. That gets a 9. That's been sold. Here's a Mikhail Sergachev Young Guns. I think he's going to be taking the torch from Hedman this year, probably fully. Maybe not fully. It'll be more of a split between him and Hedman, but this guy is the young up-and-comer to take the reins, I think, in a year or so. So people are not high on him, as they should be, but that gets a 10. Also on eBay. Aiden Hill, Young Guns, Stanley Cup champion. Sorry for notifications there. The downside of screen record on your phone. Aiden Hill, Young Guns, Stanley Cup champion. This is a very low pop card. Nobody thought to grade this card. Because why would you before he won a cup? Right? He was kind of like a third string goaltender for a while. But low pop Aiden Hill, that gets a 10. Why not? Had that card kicking around in a tin, and I was like, let's take a shot here. Boom, hit. So that has been sold. That was actually the first one to sell. Another goalie here, Sam Montembeault. Young Guns. I do think this guy's probably going to be the starter for Montreal, so a bit of an investment here. That gets a 10. That is on eBay. Here's my Evan Bouchard Young Guns. That gets a 10. That has already been sold. Rupe Heinz Young Guns. That gets an 8. Pretty disappointing there, but I mean, I've been doing pretty well on the Young Guns from my submission so far. So 1-8 in there is not the end of the world. That one's probably just gonna be cracked out and sold on its own, unless I feel like sending it back in, because I really didn't notice anything too wrong with it. But sometimes just take the loss and move on. That's okay though. Here's a Young Guns canvas of Joseph Woll. I am going to be holding on to this one. And that gets a 10. Great card. Gabe Vilardi, Young Guns. I'm pretty high on this player in Winnipeg, getting a fresh start. He's got some more room on the roster to, play some consistent top 6 minutes there. That gets a 9, a little unfortunate. the card's a little low value for a 9, so probably won't sell that great, but it is on eBay, or will be soon. Joel Hoffer, Young Guns. That gets a 10. That might not be on eBay yet, but it will be soon. Here's another Hoffer, Young Guns. That also gets a 10. Here we got a Kaliev Young Guns. I'm also high on this player. That gets a 10. That is on eBay. Another Kaliev, also a 10. One more Kaliev, but this one is French version. And that also gets a 10. So Kaliev was nice to me. Here we got Josh Norris, Young Guns. That gets a 9. That is on eBay. Here's a Dylan Cousins, Young Guns. That gets a 10. That has been sold. Lviv. Andrei Kuzmenko, Young Guns. That gets a 10. Pulled this out of a pack from the Sports Expo this past spring, the same one where I got that bunting. So it's a pretty good box. Well, I mean, the bunting wasn't in the box, but all in all, it was a pretty good purchase for that one box. So this card's already sold, and that pretty much covered the cost of the box. Moving on, just Jake Sanderson Young Guns also pulled from that box. And that got a 10 as well, so really did well with that box. I also got a Cole Caulfield Fanimations from that box, so yeah, kind of loaded. And the last card here is a Michael Bunting's Young Guns canvas from the Leafs. So his regular Young Guns is in the Coyotes uniform, the canvas on the Leafs. Why they do that, I don't really know. I guess just to sell more of the set of the extended series. That gets an 8.5. I have never personally received an 8.5 from PSA before. Here's my first one. Why not? It's okay. This one's just going in the PC. You can even see on this screen, the bottom right corner is not good. So kind of not surprising that got that score or that grade. But it is the only Michael Bunting Young Gun canvas graded as an 8.5. So there's a hot pop one for you, right? Right? No. Just throwing that in the PC. But either way, there is my 44 card PSA submission. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the PSA reveal format. Something a little different for you guys.